Let's start with a very basic door and drawer. This one has stub tenon and groove joinery, a plywood panel. It also incorporates economy drawer glides and European hinges. Using the steps to build this, it's an easy progression to partial overlaid drawers, cope and stick joinery, raised panels, and surface mount hinges. Then we're going to go one more step and talk about inset doors and drawers. This one featuring non-mortise hinges, glass, and a spring catch. One more option there is drawers that fit into one opening that don't have a divider rail. So I want uniform reveal around all the gaps. We'll do this using full extension drawer glides. Before we go to the table saw to start work on that first drawer, we need to take a moment to think about design. You know, if you're designing a CD cabinet, by the time you add up the width of the CD, adding a little space for movement of the CD, the thickness of the material for the drawer sides, and maybe even the drawer glide thickness, that will really dictate how wide your cabinet and often how tall your cabinet is going to be. You know, if you're building something that might hold t-shirts or some stationery, the dimensions aren't as critical, and sometimes then the actual design of the outside of the piece will dictate what the design and size of all the components are. So sometimes you design from the inside out and sometimes you design from the outside in, but it depends on what you're going to put in the project. We also need to think about stock preparation and joints. I like to have all my drawer material prepared to a very consistent thickness when I begin construction. It's all been squared, flat, and trued before I begin any steps in the joinery. Today we'll be showing the lock rabbet joint, but using a dovetail jig will create the same steps and processes that we're using. Remember, take it step by step and you'll be guaranteed success.